Hey, this will be a video chart on ETLS, eTotal Source Incorporated. Want to do this one as the chart's really been acting bullish pretty much this whole week, so we'll see if it can continue tomorrow going into the weekend, and then see what happens next week. But the chart always makes also makes a nice little example of a risk versus reward setup. So I'll kind of start off there, then we'll branch off from that. But the 50-day simple moving average right here. It's a key level on all charts just because pretty much everybody uses it, so it does contain that self-fulfilling prophecy type thing. And you can see it in action right here. The price came down, and people could have gotten in here, set a real tight stop loss to really keep a small minimized risk, and then you can see what happened. If it did bounce, which it has, the reward has been very rewarding. So that's just an example of always wanting to keep your eye out for the 50-day simple moving average because it quite a few times does provide nice support like this chart, and you see the results of just a real mild entry there, tight stop loss, but it clearly went any trader's ways. And as far as people holding this for the longer term and playing the overall chart, things are still looking good. This was a key area that you did want to see hold. If it didn't, then that was pretty much going to show that this move was over. But the 50-day did hold up, and now you're starting to see some action. Are we guaranteed to head straight back up here? I'm not sure about that, but the past week has shown that the bulls are still carrying leverage here, and still can fight off the bears, especially during this pullback. But now let's dig into the chart here. The first thing to point out, besides the nice bounce off the 50-day simple moving average, is the volume. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not real sure. It kind of has me confused. The reason is, when these big move happen, check out all the volume that was coming in. Now we're getting some nice moves, but so much less volume. Same price range, but a lot less volume. So the only thing that I can think of is either there is a big seller in here that was kind of holding it down, making it a little more difficult for the price to move, but at the same time the price moved, so it wasn't a bad thing. And now maybe they're out, so it doesn't take as much buying to get the price to move upwards, or maybe possibly the company was raising some money here. Now they're done, so it doesn't take as much to get the price to move up. That's total speculation on my part, but the volume really does kind of have me stumped here, because once again, you look same price range, price is moving up very easily now, and then you look back here, and yes, it made a big move, but at the same time, look how much more volume was occurring during all that. So just something to take note of. If anything, it's a good thing because the price is moving up higher and not as many shares. So just kind of a little interesting side note. So since supports and resistances, where are they? Well, the short-term resistance right now, and the ideal one, is going to be this gold line here. This is the 20-day simple moving average, currently valued at 0.0032. With any sort of pullback, it'd be nice to be able to see this hold, but if it doesn't, and at the end of the day, just like this big pullback, the key support that we need to see hold is going to be this purple line, which once again is the 50-day simple moving average. So the 20-day at 0.0032 and the 50-day right now valued at 0.0019, those are going to be your two key support levels. Now for the fun stuff, where are the resistance levels? First resistance that I'm looking at is going to be from a previous high over here, which was at 005. And then with this, if the price can get through it, it essentially becomes a blue sky breakout because the next resistance is not up until right here at 0.008. So if you look at the gap between the resistance levels there, that's pretty big. And then when you put percentages next to it, you can see it's a very nice percentage. Not quite 100%, but still up above 50%. And anybody that's not happy with 50% is just a pig and will eventually get slaughtered. So 0.05 right now is the key resistance, and if you can get another big volume day like this coming in on the break of 0.05, it could head up here relatively quickly because the chart has shown that it can move with the volume. But who knows? This may be a little bit different. But if the volume is moving this, or if the price is moving this easily with this amount of volume, imagine now what sort of volume or what sort of price action you'd get with a volume bar this big. So once again, just some speculation on my part, but the chart's taking shape nicely, and it'll especially start to look good with a break of 0.005. So once more, 20-day and 50-day are going to be the two key support levels. 0.005 is kind of the level that will put you into a miniature blue sky breakout. And then with a break of 0.008, you're basically in another blue sky breakout until up here. But nice looking chart, very nice week, and the volume still got me confused, and I can only imagine, what would happen if a volume bar like this came in. Things could get pretty exciting, but we'll just have to kind of sit back and see. So if there are any other questions on the chart, please let me know. If not, I'd encourage you to check out bullwarriorstocks.com. If you go there and sign up for the free newsletter, you'll be sent a free ebook, and with your newsletter subscription, you'll get chart setups, trade ideas, educational pieces, all sorts of things from penny stocks up to big board. So there's a good variety set for everybody, and it's all free. We've been making some real good money together, so I'd encourage you to head to the website, sign up, and see what it's all about. One more time, this was ETLS. Thanks for listening.